Gacha Revenue is dead. The Gacha Revenue site is absolutely dead. If you go over here to my new tab, you guys can see that that's the link, gacharevenue.com. If I click enter, it now redirects you to Sensor Tower, which is interesting. Very interesting. I'm wondering if there's like a cease and desist or something, because Gacha Revenue, okay, some people really don't understand Gacha Revenue and they don't know exactly how the numbers are come up with or who's publishing it and how it actually works, right? Gacha Revenue is basically a monthly ritual that r/gacha gaming, I would say, pretty much came up with. And what they did was one guy who had like a Sensor Tower subscription, Sensor Tower being this, I don't know, a digital marketing solutions, whatever the fuck. Basically, they keep track of mobile apps and how well they do, the revenue report, as well as a lot of other stuff, too, that is relevant to digital marketing in the mobile app space. They have a Sensor Tower subscription, and they would publish a report showing compiled results of all your gacha games, all your favorite gacha games, Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, all the good stuff, and put it in a neat little site and rank them in order of who's doing the best. And also, they will show you like last month's record. We all know what Gacha Revenue site is, right? It is gone now. It is gone, and what I'm wondering is like maybe the guy who was posting it on Reddit and made a site. He made a site. Usually he would just post it on Reddit, and it would get a bunch of updates. Later on, he bought a domain. He made a site. It was called gacharevenue.com, and he was able to publish it and have it out there for the world to see. But now it is no longer there, and I'm wondering if possibly it was like a cease and desist from them, because this is paywalled content. You have to subscribe to Sensor Tower in order to get the revenue or sort of data from them. And maybe you have to pay licensing to publish. I don't really know. But yeah, it's gone now. And now it redirects straight to Sensor Tower. Monthly PvP got EOS. It got end of service. What happened? So just a little more context in case you guys aren't aware of what Gacha Revenue is. This is the regular monthly ritual. Tectone does it. Mr. Pokey does it. Ethan does it. Saint Tontas, he posted a video criticizing it. He doesn't usually go over Gacha Revenue ports. But I do it, and it's all talking about how games are doing. Are they going up? Are they going down? Did this patch do good? Did this patch do bad? Did this character pop off? Or, you know, whatever, right? And also a lot of sort of speculating from the community. A lot of people would argue that the Gacha Revenue reports were toxic. A lot of people. Here we got Gacha Smack. Says, if you are salty because content creators are farming revenue numbers for a quick bag, then you must be wearing a diaper. I didn't actually read this entire tweet. Y'all don't get to be fake as fuck, delusional, and glaze these gacha games 24/7, then bitch about one video a month talking numbers while you spend every day promoting, playing, and gassing up gacha garbage and profiting from it. You're every bit of the reason these communities suck ass. In fact, you're an even bigger catalyst. Get off that high horse, get your bag, shut the fuck up. That's the NECC viewer and spectator who thought they was actually outside of muddied waters. There's a lot of content creators out there acting either holier than thou or saying like, oh, these numbers were fake, these numbers were ass, whatever. A lot of the replies here, I replied to his tweet, are pretty cringe. Love you, Smack, but I've been telling you in the comments of your revenue videos that those numbers are fake. I'm still wondering when this thing is going to get to the English community, as we, the Spanish community, already started to ban that source, which is insane. The Gacha Revenue chart, the site, and the person posting and doing the compilation and the report, there is part of that data that is guesstimated. It's rounded up, not rounded up. They have a multiplier for all the Chinese data, right? Because Chinese data doesn't have or report all of the different app stores that are not iOS. No one's compiling that data likely because it's not available. And so usually what they do is they make a guess off the Chinese iOS numbers. And like, I think they multiply it 1.75 times. So part of it is fake, but the basis of it is very real. It is very, very real. So yeah, realistically, we're going to still have Gacha PvP probably every month too. Because while this person, this certain individual who made the Gacha Revenue site and was posting it regularly to Reddit, while maybe he got taken down, other people will certainly do it. It's very likely that Gacha Revenue and Gacha PvP will continue. It's just not going to be on the site, gacharevenue.com. It probably won't come from the same Redditor. Yeah, I think someone posted this, yeah. This has the Gacha Revenue for November. I don't know if they have the China. They have iOS, all servers, Android, all servers, and then CN, Android times 1.75. Well, there you go. So yeah, I mean, people are going to still get their monthly PvP. It's just going to come from a different source. That's what we're looking at. People are still going to get their Gacha Revenue. It's all good. It's just maybe someone else is going to be compiling it now. And we might have, I mean, someone else to talk about. That's about it. That's about it. It's going to be the same thing. It's just a matter of time. In other news, we have, obviously, Gacha Smack doing a tweet. Fob Master doing a tweet saying, yo, Gacha CCs, we can finally bring peace to Gacha communities by letting Gacha Revenue PvP die. Since it was always a dumb topic, we can achieve greatness and peace. Let Revenue PvP die since the website is dead. And Mr. Pokey's like, nah. Nah, I'm good. Oh my god, Zenless Zone Zero, end of service? Yo, guys, Zenless Zone Zero is dead. It's actually dead, guys. I don't know how these numbers are came up with, but we got like Android 5 mil, Apple 4 mil. This one's Android 4 mil, Apple 6 mil, which means one's 9 mil total and one's 10 mil total, but whatever. It's probably grossed up, probably the same sort of numbers or multipliers, whatever. It's very interesting. Some people, I think Pokey made this little tweet over here, and some people went out of their way to kind of call Mr. Pokey out. I think it's this one here. There you go. One from Legions Gaming, our favorite. Bro is literally the go-to guy for fake news for Gacha. LOL. I wish I would stop covering this dog shit. It's not even real numbers. It's literally made up. It just makes the Gacha space way more toxic and tribalistic than it already is. As he calls another CC out for being covering dog shit. This is Mr. Pokey's tweet, Gacha Wars, November 2024 with CN plus EN. And Mr. Pokey just responds, devs listened, funny meme. Which is such a weird thing to say. It's a weird thing for Legions Gaming to be calling out Mr. Pokey. It's like throwing rocks from a glass house. I think that's the saying. When Legions Gaming covered the exact same content. Legions Gaming covered the exact same shit with Gacha Revenue charts, dude. I actually made a tweet over here trying to call them out. You literally farm this exact same content. Is your whole theme just calling people out for the exact same shit you do? How can a clown pose as holier than thou? And I can't retweet him or quote tweet him, guys. You know why? Is because I am blocked. I was blocked by the time I think he was calling out Captain Cabinets on her take on Shorekeeper's story or some shit after not talking about the story himself or like having played the story. But that's another story, right? And yeah, no, dude is... I feel like this is just a running theme with Legions to call people out for the exact same shit he does. Here's a video or a screenshot of his video of him covering Gacha Revenue. Zenless Zone Zero broke records. Oh, if you guys don't believe me too, because it doesn't actually show the chart. This is Tectone reacting to him. That is Tectone reacting to him covering the Gacha Revenue chart. The same exact dog shit that Mr. Pokey covered. And yeah, it's just wild. It is absolutely wild how you could talk so much shit to another content creator when you do the exact same thing. The thing about Legions is that he will always call someone out for doing the exact same thing that he does. He'll always try to prop himself up as something like, oh, I do this better, or I have integrity, or I have a job, that another business I run. I go to the gym. I don't know. Just a million excuses, a million things to sort of purport him as some better content creator above it all. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. We all cover the same shit. We all cover the same dog shit. Why you gotta pose as like holier than thou? It just doesn't make any sense at all. Listen, the Gacha revenue chart was never super accurate, and it was never meant to be like dissected or studied or whatever the fuck. It's just a fun thing. It's just numbers. It is based on real data from a widely reputable source. Some part of it is grossed up, some part of it is guesstimated. But other than that, it's very fun, and it's still fine to speculate on trends and how well a banner or a patch did. So it's not the most serious thing, but it has some credibility. That's my stance on it. And it's always been a lot of fun. I always think of it as a fun sort of thing to cover, a fun thing to talk about. And a lot of people just really get their panties all up in a mix. I don't know. Like, they really get butthurt over their favorite games not doing well or whatever. Zenless Zone Zero is like my favorite gacha game, right? And it hasn't been doing too hot on Gacha Revenue. I mean, let's be honest. Gacha Revenue, Zenless Zone Zero hasn't been doing too well. But that's okay. Like, it's all right. It's not a big deal. I definitely think with, the Gacha Revenue, I think it speaks to where Zenless Zone Zero is going, what it tried to do, and what it failed at doing, obviously. And I am looking forward to seeing them sort of change, because that is something they're planning on doing. 1.4 is going to have a lot of changes. They're planning on getting rid of all the TV mode. They're planning to optimize the remaining TV mode, right? As well, just like streamline the story. So I think they're also retroactively going back to 1.0 story, and they're deciding to like scrap the TV mode there. So like, there's a lot of stuff that you could pick from the Gacha Revenue. Like, why did they do that? Why did they decide to make that decision? Well, it's because probably it's not doing too hot. It's not doing too hot, it makes 100% sense. So it's like, I mean, we haven't had the best numbers either. But I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to the PvP. I'm not opposed to the coverage. It's all good. It's all fun. And people getting their feelings all mixed in this is insane. Insane. It's this GIF right here. It's this GIF here 100%. That said, I will say that this applies to Zenless, and soon it will apply to WUWA, that the fan base for these games are largely going to be Japanese, and it's going to be Japanese sourced. And WUWA is going to get PS5. It's going to get, I think WUWA is actually going to get a pretty nice boost from their console release, because I feel like it is a game that is marketed towards a Japanese demographic. And Zenless Zone Zero, I think, has very good console presence because of their sort of art direction and what they try and cater to. Those are my thoughts on the missing Gacha revenue charts, and I'll love to know what you think of the comments below. See you later. Bye.